Each and every one of us is unique in our own ways. Although there are 7.9 billion people in this world, you will never find two people that are 100% similar, not even identical twins. But today we are going to list some people who are more than just unique. These people have very rare features that are almost unbelievable. We could say that they are one in a million. Welcome back to another episode of Wonder World. Today we are looking at some of the most incredibly rare humans on the earth. Before we move on, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so as to get notified about our videos. Number 9. Queen of the Dark. The beauty standards of today's world are quite preposterous. In most areas of the world, colorism do exist, and white skin is deemed more beautiful than darker skin tones. On a positive note, awareness about this is raised around the world more now. One such person who is trying to bring down the stigma surrounding darker skin is Nakin Gawech. She is a South Sudanese African-American model. Named as the darkest skinned woman in the world, she brings awareness about darker skin tones and how beautiful it can be. Through social media platforms and such, she shows how she embraces her dark skin, which inspires women and men all around the world with darker skin tones to embrace their beauty. She is breaking down the barriers of conventional beauty and encourages others to do the same. This 24-year-old model is a strong advocate for diversity in the fashion industry. She is also a voice for Black rights around the world. The nickname Queen of Darkness was given her by her fans, and she gladly accepts it. She is proud of her heavily pigmented dark skin and makes the world see that black is bold, black is beautiful, black is gold, and not to let beauty standards tell you otherwise. Number 8. The man with the stretchiest skin. Gary Turner is the man with the stretchiest skin in the world. He is known to have stretched his skin to a total length of 6.25 inches, which landed him in the Guinness World Book of Records. If you think about it, it's 14.2 centimeters. Ladies and gentlemen, how cool is that? But Gary's ability is caused due to a rare genetic disorder known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which causes his skin to stretch to some pretty extreme levels. This kind of feature might irk some of us, but Gary has embraced his uniqueness and has gone on to perform incredible stunts for the public with his skin. I think we can learn from Gary and accept our own differences, turn it around to a positive thing and benefit from it. Number 7. Horned Lady. This might sound like a horror movie title, but in reality, this name is just an accurate nickname given to a Chinese woman called Sang Wu Feng. In 2010, this woman surprised her family and friends when she made headlines for growing a horn on her forehead. This lady passed her century milestone in 2010 and has been growing a horn on her forehead her entire life. The nickname Horned Lady was given to her by her family and physician because it is reminiscent of the devil's horns. but she has only one horn growing on her forehead. But the counterpart of this singular horn could be seen slowly emerging on the opposite side of her forehead. Folks, if she gets to live another century, we might get ourselves a real-life Maleficent. Cutaneous horns are the results of unusual keratinous skin tumors. They have an appearance of wood or coral. These types of tumors are not uncommon and can be removed pretty easily. Oftentimes they are benign despite the concerning look. What makes Tsang's horn quite unique are their placements, and kudos to her for owning it and holding on to it her entire life. Number 6. The World's Dirtiest Man. Unfortunately, this title is not something to be proud of. But however, it does exist, and I'm sure there are reasons behind this situation. Not all humans are fortunate enough to have a roof over their head. And unfortunately, homelessness is a widespread epidemic in the modern world. And sadly, there's nothing too unique about living on the streets. But this homeless person has gained fame for a very unusual reason. He hasn't showered in over 60 years and is known to smoke animal dung along with multiple cigarettes a day. Amu Hadi was spotted outside a small village in Iran living in a grave pit, and people who felt sorry for him built him an open brick shack which he can use against bad weather days. But from the look of him, it seems like he could use a rain shovel. The reason behind him not showering is unknown. It could be poverty or just plain laziness. Regardless of this, he is known to give himself haircuts by burning the end of his hair. This just leaves a question on why he would bother to cut his hair but not bother to take a shower. Regardless of our concerns, he will most probably continue to not to shower for the rest of his life. Number 5. Xray Girl. Natasha Demkina is a girl from Russia who claims that she has X-ray vision. This power that she's been blessed with has allowed her to see the inside of people as if through an X-ray. And she uses it to diagnose people with diseases which are accurate at a rate more than of a trained physician. There are people who believe she's fraudulent and is faking her powers by using a method called cold reading. They believe that she uses this method, also used by psychics, to manipulate information out of the patient's reaction, through which they can build up an answer that resonates with the patient. But she has a growing following of journalists, doctors and patients who believe her powers are real. Fraudulent or not, we can't deny that her powers are pretty cool. Number 4. The Silver Man. Stan Jones was trying to cure himself of an illness he's never really disclosed by using large amounts of colloidal silver as a home remedy. To this day, nobody knows what exactly he's trying to cure, but his face now looks like it belongs on the backside of a quarter. Silver has no proven medical benefits except for in small amounts on wound dressings. And when ingested, it gets deposited into the liver, spleen, kidney, muscles and brain, and even the skin. This can lead to an irreversible bluish-looking skin. Despite the unexpected side effect, Stan continues to take colloidal silver as a home remedy, although no one is really sure about his ailment. We are not sure what's more unique, his looks or his inexplicable sickness. Number 3. The hairiest man on earth. One look at this picture and you might think that this is a chimpanzee in a t-shirt. But in reality, this is the hairiest man on earth. So guys, next time you wish for a bushy beard instead of a light mustache, think twice. Yuzhen Xuan from China has a rare condition that causes intense amount of hair growth all over the body, and the only part of the body that is not subjected to this are his palms and soles. This unique condition has given him the look of our ancestors, monkeys. Juan has faced many difficulties throughout his childhood. Due to his unusual looks, he was bullied for his condition and it has turned into a burden for him. So, he's now trying to remove those hairs and pursue his childhood dream of becoming a musician. We hope that he will be able to achieve them. Number 2. The man with no fat. All of us would love to have low body fat on us. In fact, most of us exercise and go on diets to maintain a low body fat amount. But in this case, this person is suffering from an extreme version of low body fat. Tom Sanford suffers from a rare condition which doesn't allow his body to retain any fat. This condition is known as MBP, which is short for myelodysplastic pre-leukemic syndrome. Due to this, he has 0% body fat. This condition is extremely rare that only 8 people in the world are known to have been diagnosed with it. The symptoms of the condition includes connective tissue disorders, immobility in hands and ankles, moderate hearing loss, and poor flexibility all over. But if you think Tom's meek, you are wrong. This Englishman is a paracyclist and was also the 2011 National Paracyclic Circuit Race Champion. Number 1. One blue eye. A lock of white hair on an elderly person may not be something special, but if a newborn baby and a youngster has it, specifically in front of their head, this is quite a unique feature. This is caused due to a rare condition known as piebaldism. A person with this rare condition has missing cells known as melanocytes, which causes a white patch of skin to typically appear on the person's forehead, along with unmistakable white hair. Needless to say, this gives the person a very magical and unusual look, as if he comes from a fantasy world. What if we add a single blue eye to the mix? Yes, this combination really do exist. It is even more rare genetic condition known as Waardenburg syndrome. Waardenburg syndrome causes congenital hearing loss and pigmentation deficiencies, which can include bright blue eyes or one blue eye and one brown eye. That concludes our video. We would love to hear from you too. Make sure to comment down below any other unique features that you might have seen in humans. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely check our other related videos too.